Hey folks, how's things? This is the first video I've done like this, so you'll have to bear with me. So basically where to start. So if people kind of see now at this stage that this isn't about a virus, you know, then I really don't know what to say. You know, like the latest that came out was that you can't buy children's clothes. Like, since when are children's clothes non-essential? Do you know, what has that got to do with the virus? Do you know, like that really doesn't make sense. Do you know, with everything locked down as well, but you can send your children out to this. Do you know, if it's so deadly, then why send your children out to this? Do you know, I think the reason being they want to keep the schools open is because they want to use that nasal flu vaccine. And the children will get sick. People will get sick because of that. Another thing as well, like Leo Varadkar, he came out and he just basically said that the overcrowding in hospitals is at an all-time low. So I don't know what that says to you, but the hospitals aren't packed, you know. But again, RT and their propaganda. Like, I do understand, I suppose, why people cannot see things for what they are. Again, it's the propaganda, you know. It's 24/7. It's just pushing fear the whole time, you know. People are going this, that. Like, if it's a pandemic, like, I suppose my interpretation of a pandemic would be there would be people dying all over the place. Do you know, not once have I seen piles of bodies out there in front of me. Do you know, it's you know, that just hasn't happened. Like, there is treatments for COVID. You know, and obviously people that have other illnesses apart from anything, you know, obviously they need to look after themselves. But if you check out, for instance, Professor Dolores Cahill, like, she'd be on Brand YouTube, but she talks about the treatments for COVID, you know, and she talks about the lockdowns and how they're killing more people than they're actually saving. You may not agree with everything that she says, but I would ask people just to please just check it out at this stage, you know. There's thousands of other doctors out there now and medical people that have come out against the lockdown. You know, like, how many people have to lose their jobs? Do you know, like, if masks work, then people go in and visit their loved ones in nursing homes. Why can't they keep their shops open? Because again, it's about control. It's not about a virus. Like, how many people have to, I suppose, take their own lives? Do you know, it's absolutely shocking. I know people are not happy about that happening in the country. Like, it's happening every day of the week. There's children out there that are taking their own lives because of this lockdown. Do you know, we're social beings. You know, we're meant to be around each other as such. And this whole thing is just isolating us. Do you know, the depression, anxiety, it's going through the roof. You know, and people cannot cope with it. And it's going to, unfortunately, it's going to cost more lives. You know, like, the WHO have come out and they've not to continue with the lockdowns. But again, the Irish government have decided to go against that. Like, they really don't give a fuck about the normal people. You know, it's all about lining their own pockets. You know, and they're using this PCR test to test people. The inventor of the test, Carrie Mullis, I think his name is. Unfortunately, he's dead now. But he did come out and he said that, before he died, obviously, that these tests are not to be used for diagnosing infectious diseases. But yet, this is what the Irish government are using. It really, to me, it doesn't make sense. You know, also these tests, they can pick up if you've had a cold or flu or whatever, you know, 3 months ago. So you may not be sick now, but you had a cold 3 months ago and you're going to test positive. You know, that doesn't actually make you sick right now. You know, again, if people use their logical mind. I suppose another thing as well, like I'm not saying that there is no virus. You know, there is a virus going around. It's just not as deadly as what the mainstream media are telling you. There's a 99-point-something% survival rate. But again, RTE, you know, it's 24/7 propaganda. You know, people are terrified, you know. It's absolutely shocking, you know. And then when people are afraid, they're going to bring down their immune system for they will get sick, you know. And then if people are aware of that, you know, it's basically a recipe for disaster. Like masks, if you think about it logically, again, you know, we are meant to breathe out oxygen and breathe in oxygen and out with carbon dioxide. You know, like there's no other animal out there that obstruct their airways. You know, it's you know, you're not meant to breathe in your own carbon dioxide, otherwise you will make yourself sick. Bacterial pneumonia now is going through the roof. There's people ending up in hospital because of mask wearing. You know, they're getting rashes on their faces, headaches, they're passing out because of mask wearing. Do you know, again, I would just ask people just to think logically about this. Like there is alternative media out there. And I would just please ask people just to check it out. You may not agree with everything, you know, that's been said, but you know, for your own sake and for your children's sake, you know, you need this out now. Because basically, like, our rights are being taken. You know, like there has been protests going on, and I have been to some of the protests. You know, mask and all this kind of thing. Like, masks do come into it, but it's only a small bit. Do you know, like, at the end of the day, our rights are being taken. Do you know, it's like Orwell 1984. The only thing you can do is go to work. We can't have fun anymore. You can't have people around your house. There's no music. Where is the culture gone? Where is Ireland gone? Do you know, where are the people gone? People are turning on each other. Do you know, it's just not right. Do you know, it's it's insanity what's going on. You know, again, if people just use their logical mind, you know, maybe check out alternatives, you know, like, you know, like what I'm asking is for people to unite at this stage. You know, we need to come together. I see there's uproar as well about the the mother and baby homes. And again, like, we need to get justice for that, you know, and the only way we can get justice is if we all stand up. And I do realise that people are afraid to stand up, especially with the new regulations that are after coming in. But that's what we need to do. You know, like, I've seen what happened there last Thursday in Dublin. Unfortunately, I couldn't make it that day. But that's absolutely shocking, you know. Like, so we're not allowed to speak out. There's no such thing as freedom of speech anymore. It's gone. If you dare to speak out, you're going to get arrested or you're going to get hurt. Do you know? But that's not going to stop us. We're going to keep doing what we're doing. Unfortunately, things will get worse on the street. You know, more people will get hurt. If they bring in the army or the UN, you know, again, people could end up getting killed. And I will be one of those people, because I will not bow down to this bullshit, basically. You know, I will not away from me. So they'll have to kill me, you know, because I will not. I know there's other people like me as well. We will not lie down and take this, you know, and we can put a stop to this. You know, we can open back up the economy, you know, open the businesses, you know, have it the way it was, you know, no mass social distancing. We can do that because there is treatment out there, you know, but, you know, I'm just hoping we can get to that stage. And the only way we can get to that is if people stand up and stick together, you know. And I do realise people are frightened, but if we all stick together and there's enough of us, we can put a stop to this. Do you know, like Ireland, you know, her children now are they're being brought to their knees. Do you know, like 1916, you know, people dying for our rights, for our freedoms. Do you know, they will be turning in their graves right now if they seen the amount of people who are just doing nothing and just letting this happen and comply. Do you know, again, like, I understand, like, I'd say a lot of people right now inside themselves, they can feel there is something not right with this. Do you know, I'm sure you can. Do you know, and if something doesn't feel right, it means something is not right. So I'm just asking you to please, for your own sake and for your children's sake, please just do a bit of research, you know, just check out even Loris Cahill, you know, a few of those people and realise what's actually going on, you know, and again, I suppose to unite. I see there's bickering going on between, you know, in groups and all that type of thing, but we really need to put a stop to that, you know, and just get under one umbrella, you know, like they do in other countries, and just everybody get out, you know, and we all just have each other's backs, you know, because if we don't do something now, then Ireland is going to fall, you know, and there's not going to be any coming back from this, you know, and I dread to think the life that, you know, our children or our children's children are going to have. They're going to be tracked, traced and vaccinated, you know, like cattle basically. You know, if people don't believe me about the track and trace, go onto YouTube and check out the videos from HSE. So you can see I'm not talking shite. And you've obviously all heard about vaccines now. They're, you know, that's kind of going around the place now. But that's where they want to take us, you know, and to make us slaves. You know, and I will die than live having a life like that. So, again, yeah, I'm just asking people to unite, you know, everybody join together and maybe, hopefully, you know, we can put some kind of a stop to this, you know, and maybe get Ireland back and open back up the economy and, you know, all that crack. And stop the suicides and, you know, all that. Like, people they're afraid to be, you know, they're not getting tested now for cancer, diabetes, heart problems, you know, and they're dying, you know. Children are taking their own lives these days. Suicide has gone through the roof. And it's just not right. And unfortunately, again, the Irish government don't give a fuck. So we have to stand up for Ireland, you know. And if we don't do it now, then, again, Ireland is gone, unfortunately. So, yeah, please, everybody, unite under one umbrella. And hopefully we can put a stop to this. Thank you.